800 dead babies found, skeletal remains in Chewham, Ireland. This is in a mass grave in a septic system, and people care more about cute puppy videos on YouTube. Yeah, this is crazy. And what I find fascinating is this will get a little bit of exposure, but if you want to type in something about things that don't really matter, then there's going to be 2 million views, 8 million views, 26 million views. This stuff just kind of gets put under the radar. So I'm going to share this with you guys right now. I find this very disturbing. This first came out a few years ago, and then they've been doing more testing in this specific area underneath these homes, literally catacombs, underground caverns, they call them, and they're finding all sorts of skeletal remains of babies, of toddlers, adults, and this is based upon a study that's been ongoing now for years. So I'm going to share this with you right now. I find this very disturbing. I first found this article on godlikeproductions.com, and this forum has all sorts of information. They've got a lot of woo-woo, a lot of conspiracy, and also some of those very powerful news stories that don't get coverage anywhere else sometimes. And this is a really good catapult for some of the underbelly or dark news. Now, as you can see right here, 800 children's bodies found in a mass septic tank grave, Catholic Church, Ireland. So what I did was I did some research. This is from rte.ie/news, and you can read all about this. Human remains found at Chewham former mother and baby home. And when you scroll down here, this is where it gets real spooky. Significant quantities of human remains have been discovered at the site of the former mother and baby home in Chewham County, Galway. It comes after the Mother and Baby Home's Commission of Investigation and test evacuations at the site of the children's burial ground on the Dublin Road housing estate in Chewham County, Galway in October 2016. The commission was established following allegations about the deaths of 800 babies in Chewham over a number of decades and the manner in which they were buried. In a statement today, the commission said significant quantities of human remains have been discovered in at least 17 of the 20 underground chambers which were examined earlier this year. In addition, it added, these remains involve a number of individuals with age at death ranges from approximately 35 fetal weeks to 2 to 3 years. Now, this is a picture of the evacuation area in Chewham. It's another article from rte.ie/news. And then if you go into the area itself, which is I find this even more disturbing, there's less than 10,000 people that live out here. 9,500 people, approximately. It's not very big. And they find a burial ground of 800 babies. Now, here's another thing that I find quite disturbing. If you look up what the Urban Dictionary term of Chewham is, and that's how it's pronounced, I look it up, it's pronounced Chewham, according to the research that I did. It's a small town, 12th century High Cross. Founded monastery in the 6th century out there. But here it goes. This is where it gets kind of weird. The perineum on a female, the space between the anus and the vagina, is the definition of Chewham. Background. It's a street in Houston, Texas. We were loaded one night, and well, if your Chewham ever needs medical attention, just take it to Dr. Locke. Yeah, we don't know either. It's a great word, though. Man, she is so pissing me off. I'd like to give that a swift boot to the Chewham. Well, that's an interesting urban term. Here is the Google Maps area. If you zoom in or zoom out here, it's not that big, you guys. It's not a very big town. Now, this is the article that came out in 2014, originally from the Daily Trumpet. There was an outcry from Catholic groups about the mass burial of 800 babies. You guys heard of the nunnery in Utah, up in Logan Canyon? This is one of the most haunted places in the world. I've been there. Very, very dark energy out there. And this is a place in Logan, Utah that nuns and how do I put this? Undesirables were oftentimes sent out there, and if they would get pregnant, there's stories of them drowning the babies in the swimming pool out there. Very dark indeed. Now, I'm thinking to myself, how many views is this podcast going to get? Probably not that many. How many views are these articles going to get? Probably not that many. But that's okay, because we've got cute puppy videos to watch. I mean, look at this one. It's got 8 million views almost, and it's a funny puppy and cute puppy video. Oh, these guys are so cute. Look at this one, 28 million views. I mean, come on, guys. If I really wanted to do this for the money, don't you think I'd just come up with cute puppy videos? 24 million views. Oh, this one's only got 21,000 views. That's not very many for a cute puppy video. And meanwhile, I mean, geez, what about the 15 deadliest sports riots of all time where people kill each other over college teams winning a football game or a basketball game? Yeah, that's the kind of protests that I'm talking about. That's a lot more important. Let's go protest these guys. Or how about the Trump protesters that have no idea why they're at the protest? And there's plenty of those you can watch. Those are kind of fun. Or you remember the Wall Street protesters that had no idea why they were protesting. They just really enjoyed the hacky sack and good times with their buddies. But that's okay, because wonderful people like George Soros that loves us so much, and organizations that he basically spearheads and campaigns for and is a spokesman for, they love us so much that they give millions and millions of dollars to protesters because they care about our freedoms. I don't know. I mean, this is just kind of shows you, in my opinion, what's most important to most people. And that would be cute puppy videos and college sports. Question everything, ladies and gentlemen, and be the change you want to see.